He used to live with my grandfather. Um, Paranoid schizophrenic with delusions of grandeur, refused to take his medicine. We had to throw him out. I mean, we loved him. We loved him with all our hearts, but we just couldn't deal with his behavior. He could be just fine one minute and off on this insane rant over absolutely nothing, screaming and yelling at the top of his lungs, threatening and defaming us. And it would get to the point where the neighbors would call the police. And we loved him. We loved him dearly, but we just couldn't live with him if he wouldn't take his medication. um, it was heartbreaking. It was just somebody you used to love turns into somebody completely different. Well, at least for my mother. He went undiagnosed for years and years and years. When I was growing up, he used to beat me. He would lose his gardening tools because he was forgetful, and he would blame me for stealing them, and I would get screamed and yelled at for a half an hour in front of my family, who wouldn't dare touch him or say anything against him at the time. Um, uh, and all growing up, when he did this, I swore that one day I would get back at him, and I would get even with him, and it would make me feel great. And then the day came when I did. He had already divorced my grandmother and left. She couldn't handle it anymore. And this is before he came to live with us, before he got diagnosed. Um, uh, and I went to visit him, and he went off on me for no reason. And I had had it. I wasn't going to stand it anymore. I grabbed him, I pushed him up against the wall, and I just laid into him, and told him off everything I have ever hated again about him in his life. And I spent my whole life waiting for that moment, knowing that it would make me feel so wonderful to having done it, that I'd actually stood up to the guy, right? The man who'd abused me so much. I walked away from the situation feeling 2 inches tall and like total shit. It's like, because I had stooped to his level. Um, Basically. I felt like crap for days after it. It's something I had to do, but it's not something I really, really, I didn't really want to do. I thought I did, but I didn't. So what's that got to do with anything? Well, Sean, I heard the thing about his father, and his father talking about his mental illness. And if it is a true mental illness, then I can't sit here and say I'm mad at him anymore because it's not his fault. It's a chemical imbalance in his brain that's causing all this. It's not his fault. It is his fault that he isn't getting help to an extent. If you're mentally ill, uh, your perception of reality is fucked up. I know because I had such severe anxiety disorder at one time. And when I was going through this anxiety disorder before I got my medication, I got obsessed with religion. Obsessed. Only I didn't go to Ken Hovind or anything like that. Believe it or not, I went to watch the teachings of, oh, what's his name? He's on TBN a lot. He does the Discovery, no, not Discovery Hour. That's the ex-skater guy with all the tattoos. Um, oh God, what is his name? He runs the Seventh Day Adventist Church out of Sacramento. I was watching a lot of TBN, a lot of stuff on prophecy. Um, I just became obsessed with it. Big time obsessed with prophecy and all that shit. I, 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 I wouldn't exactly say I became religious, but if I hadn't have gotten the help I did at the time I did, I probably would have become a freaky fundamentalist like Sean. And yeah, there it is. There. What is that guy's name? It's Reverend something. He flies an airplane. Wrote a book called "The World's Richest Caveman." I forgot his name. Anyway, I still watch him every once in a while, even though I'm an atheist. Well, I'm an agnostic when it comes to the existence of an all-powerful being. I am an atheist when it comes to Jehovah. Let's put it that way. Um. Anyway. Uh, yeah. Um. Sean needs help. He needs to get help. He needs to be shown where he went wrong. Um. He needs to be taken A to a psychiatrist and B to a Christian minister who knows his shit, who can explain Christianity well to this kid and say, hey, you're screwing up here. Here's what this means. You don't have to be this way. You don't have to be so damn judgmental of others. You don't have to do what you do. You know, the shit you're complaining about just isn't really all that important to Christianity in a whole. Okay? It just isn't. Okay, Sean? Um, I hope you get the help you need. Um, once you've, gotten the help you need, and you're better, and you're not as delusional as you are right now, you're more than welcome, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know about anybody else, to come back to YouTube and engage in healthy debate. Um, I would love to get into a healthy debate with a healthy Christian because Sean, God, Gun, Cuts, and Glory, Cassie Dill, these people are not healthy Christians. These people are deluded Christians. These people are deluded into believing that they're Christians, and they're not. Well, in my opinion anyway. And that is just simply my own opinion. But, you know, I have a lot of um, experience with mental illness, both from other people and from myself. Uh, and it's fucked up. And another thing that's truly screwed up is I was hoping to God that VFX would fail miserably at getting DPR Jones suspended. Obviously, I woke up this morning and found out that was wrong. I think DPR needs to send this dude an ultimatum. Get yourself some mental health, or I'm coming after you with everything I've got. That's what his ultimatum should be. Get yourself some mental. Check your ass into a hospital. Get yourself fixed. Get yourself some help, and I'll leave you alone. Failure to do that, and I will destroy your life. I mean, I watched the video of what Venom X's father had to say. Um, my heart goes out to his family. Um, you know, I've been through it. I know what it's like. I wish no ill will upon anyone. Not him, not his family, not anybody. He just needs to get help. Um, and that's all I have to say. So, yeah, have a good day, everybody.